Hey, welcome back. Mitzvah number 26. Inside, it is a positive commandment to count 7 whole weeks from the day that the Omer was brought at the sanctuary. That would be the day after Passover, second day of Passover. As scripture says, and you shall count for yourselves 7 complete weeks. It is a religious duty to count the days along with the weeks. As scripture says, you shall number 50 days. We begin the counting from the start of the night of the 16th of Nisan, and this counting requires a benediction. However, if one counted without saying the benediction, he acquits himself of the obligation. We count while standing, but if one is counted while sitting, he has fulfilled his obligation. It is in effect everywhere at every time for males, but not females. Let's take a look at what's going on here. So, in the temple, on the second day of Passover, they would go out, actually the second night of Passover, they would go out and harvest an Omer's worth of barley. An Omer it's a dry measure. So they would harvest an Omer's worth of barley, and they would bring it to the temple, and then offer up on the second day of Passover, they would offer up this carbon Omer, this special offering, which was connected indirectly to the Shtei Alechem, to the special offering on Shavuos of 2 loaves of wheat bread. So you have Passover, they harvest the Omer in a special offering. On Shavuos, you have another special offering of the 2 loaves of wheat bread. In between, there's 49 days that we count. Now, let's take a look at some of the details here. It is a religious duty to count the days along with the weeks, right? We don't just simply say today is 25, today is 33. We say today is 25 days, which is 3 weeks and 4 days in the Omer. Today is 33 days, which is 4 weeks and 5 days in the Omer. We have to count both in order to fulfill the mitzvah. We begin counting at the start of the night of the 16th of Nisan, the start of the second night of Passover. We begin counting, and this counting requires a benediction. There's a special blessing. However, if one counted without saying the benediction, let's say somebody counted, they didn't say the blessing, they still fulfill their obligation. This is true for all mitzvahs. If you, for some reason, neglected to say the blessing of the mitzvah, you still fulfill the obligation. There's only one exception, and that is the blessing on the mitzvah of studying Torah. If you're not sure that you said Berachas Torah, we should repeat it. Okay, enough said. And we count standing up. Why do we count standing up? Because the verse that talks about the Omer talks about cutting from standing grain. It uses standing. So we cut standing up. Why is it that women are not obligated in this? Because it is a time-bound commandment. It is a mitzvah which is triggered by a specific time of day. Namely, you're supposed to count each evening. So since it's tied to a specific time of day, women are exempt from this commandment. We're going to do a bonus today. We are going to do mitzvahs 27, 28 as well, because they are very, very simple mitzvahs, and really harken back to the mitzvah that we did last time, 25, not to do work on Yom Tov. Mitzvah 27, it is a positive commandment to rest from work on the 7th day of Passover. Mitzvah 28, it is a positive commandment to rest from work on the festival of Shavuot. Okay, so those are also positive commandments, but we don't need to spend the whole day and try to get 4 to 5 minutes out of such a commandment. Our next commandment is going to be that it's a positive commandment to rest. This is the 29th commandment. It's a positive commandment to rest from work on the first day of Tishrei, which is Rosh Hashanah. Now, all of these holidays, the positive Torah commandment is 1 day. The fact that we observe 2 days, the second day that we observe, is a rabbinic commandment. Therefore, when Maimonides lists them, and for that matter, when the book of Mitzvot, the Chafetz Chaim lists them, he only lists the Torah commanded days, but not the second day. The one exception is Rosh Hashanah. Rosh Hashanah is observed in 2 days, whether you're in the land of Israel or out of the land of Israel, because the second day of Rosh Hashanah was established already in the time of the prophets. It's a much more weighty established practice. And therefore, everybody observes 2 days of Rosh Hashanah. But in the land of Israel, they only observe 1 day of Rosh Hashanah, as the Torah said. Outside the land of Israel, there's a rabbinic decree to observe 2 days of Yom Tov. This all originated with some doubt as to which day is the first day of Yom Tov, which day is the second day of Yom Tov. You know what? We'll do this as a separate mitzvah tomorrow. It's worth talking about. So we'll come back tomorrow to these 3 mitzvos and talk about the idea of the second day of Yom Tov as well. Thanks for being with us. Have a good day.